How's it going, everybody? For those of you that are not attending this live stream live, we will be doing a couple of announcements tonight. More really just updating you guys on some big channel change plans, basically. We got 4 pretty good talking points tonight, and otherwise, other than that, we'll be doing a general hangout. As always, I start this live stream a little bit early, so we'll be letting people file in here, and then we'll be getting going. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back. Got 3 people in here. How you guys doing? 4 people in here. How we doing, everybody? As always, we're gonna let some people file in here, and then we'll get into the talking points tonight. Hey, Soren. Hey, no worries. I'll make sure to remember that. Try not to call you Sally. But thanks for attending the live stream, Soren. Guggen, man, thanks for showing up. As always, guys, we're going to wait for a couple minutes to make sure everybody can file in here. Then we're going to get into the talking points. We got some pretty big news in regards to the channel tonight. Let's mute that. Not a lot, Guggen, man. Been pretty busy at work. Work has been crazy. The kids are back. So just been really handling, getting all their technology ready and stuff like that. Trying to fish as much as I can. But besides that, just been doing a lot of basketball training and a lot of work. What up, man? Shoot me your address. Just got back in town. Stickers are in. Oh, most def, David. Appreciate you attending the live stream, man. I'll definitely hit you up after the live stream's over. Appreciate you coming through. We'll be getting some stuff here. Like, again, try not to be repetitive, but everybody keeps popping in. We're going to be getting some pretty big talking points tonight. So some pretty big news for the channel, to say the least. 7 o'clock. I think, guys, we will start talking about all those things here by 7:05. So for the next few minutes, guys, if you just want to talk about yourself, talk amongst yourselves, and just or let me know how your fishing's been going. Let me know how your summer fishing's been going. It's been a while since we've done a live stream. It's been since late spring, so I guess early summer. You should come down to the Front Range. I know that's some of the things we'll be talking about tonight. Like my traveling has just sucked this summer, and with all the Glenwood Canyon being shut down a lot, it was a pain to get around this summer. This summer and last summer definitely haven't lived up to the expectations of what we really wanted to do. I'm really hoping that next summer, though, we can get that going. But we'll talk more in depth about that tonight here. Yeah, I've heard the smallie fishing has actually been pretty good. We had plans to get into some smallie fishing this fall. I'm not sure if we're going to get into it or not now. I think I'm really going to try to focus on getting down to the Gunnison area to do some salmon fishing. But we will see. That again, I'll be talking about all that stuff. We'll be getting into things here in about 4 minutes at 7:05. It says 7:01 on my clock right now on my computer, so it's 7:05, guys. We'll get into everything. Just want to make sure we get everybody in here, so we can talk about all this stuff. Hey, Faded Channel, man, how you doing? Got your beer ready to hear what you have to say? You know what? I'm gonna grab a beer too. I'll be right back, you guys. No. All right, I'm back. Faded Channel, I mean, that sounded way too good. So I need to get a beer too. It's been a long couple of weeks. Cheers. First Level Games, yo, what's up, man? Happy that you're here. Hell yeah. I had to get one. Aaron, hey, Opportunity, how you doing, man? Happy that you can make it. We're going to get into some stuff here pretty quick. Again, if you guys just want to hang out, tell me about how your summer fishing's been going, and we'll get into my talking points here. I'm not going to be wasting your guys' time with just boring stuff either. We got some pretty important channel stuff and some life change stuff. So cheers for sure. Steven Fossum, what's up, man? Happy, really pumped to hear that you did well in the Roaring Fork. I'm glad the videos could help you out and getting some fish. I was really pumped to see that, or to see that comment. So cheers to you, Steven. And also cheers to you too, Aaron. Cheers to everybody in here, actually. What am I talking about? Remy, yo, what up? Yeah, just to let you guys know, Remy is not going to be here tonight. I don't know if you guys know this, but he lives over 45 minutes away from me. So sometimes he's not able to make these. So aloha. Hey, what's going on, FU and STFU? Caught my personal best king salmon on the Sacramento River last week. That is awesome. I haven't been watching anybody's channels lately. I've been so busy. Work has picked up a lot now the kids are back. So if you posted a video on that, I'll definitely be trying to check that out soon. The walleye fishing down here in early summer was the beat, maybe the best. I don't know. I've ever seen a guy who got an 11-pound Walter from shore. That's awesome. 11-pounder. That's insane. That is insane. That is definitely much, much bigger than my PB walleye. God, my PB walleye isn't even that big. It's like a 20-incher. Caught it up in Minnesota a long, long time ago. But on my side, on the western slope over here, the walleye fishing isn't really the best. You can definitely get them around here in some lakes, but it's not very easy. And the keep regulations on the lake that's actually pretty good. It's only allowing one. That's Rifle Gap. So, all right, it is 7:05, you guys. We got 14 of you in here, 16 of you guys in here. Thank you so much for joining this live stream. Again, I got some pretty important stuff to talk about tonight. Before we get going, if you would smash that like button, all those buttons, you guys know the drill, all that YouTube stuff. First things first, if you guys haven't noticed on all the videos now, not here on the live stream, but if you watch any of the videos, we have that super comment enabled. Again, when it comes to the super chat stuff here in the live stream or these super chat thanks things, don't feel obligated to do it. But if you do feel like helping the cause and Team C.O.F.F., definitely go ahead and feel free to donate whatever monetary amount you'd like to. But those are now available options here in the live stream and also on the videos itself. So if you open any of our videos next to the like buttons and stuff, you'll see that little $sign. You can click that and donate if you'd like to. But I just want to talk about that really briefly in case you're wondering what that button was. David Briggs, what's up, man? Taking the fam up to the Mesa this weekend. That's awesome to hear. That is awesome to hear. I hope you slay it. I'm going to be going up there, I think, this weekend as well. The first thing tonight, guys, Remy, of course, won't be here. Again, he lives over 45 minutes away from me. He has been extremely busy, everybody. He has been very busy with his work and also some lifestyle changes. So he hasn't been able to get out his fishing as much. That's why you haven't seen as many videos, and that's why he won't be able to make this live stream tonight. But me and him do plan on getting some fishing done here in the next weekend or two. So hopefully we can get him in the video soon. The second thing I want to talk about too, really, really quickly, and then the next two things are actually pretty big things. I got a new pet. I rescued a hedgehog, believe it or not. He's very, very ornery right now. He's getting a lot better, but he was just neglected and wasn't handled at all. So he gets really aggressive. And he doesn't like being touched very much, but again, he's getting used to it. I'm starting to be able to hold him and he's not freaking out as much. So the next live stream I have, hopefully I'll be able to show you my new hedgehog. Reggie the Hedgie is the name of the new hedgehog. He's actually looks a lot like Peppers, the other hedgehog. David Briggs, $9.99. I really appreciate that, man. Thanks for that super chat. Again, all this stuff that we're using, guys, on the YouTube, all this monetary stuff that we're doing, we're emptying that right back into the channel. Really trying to save that up for trips. We're going to be getting a big ice fishing tent this year, and we're going to be camping on the ice for the first time ever. So that should be really fun. Just really have a lot of fun plans using some of that YouTube money, but we wanted to save up instead of doing these trips, which we're still going to be using that for, but we wanted to get some items that can lead to some really cool videos. And I think that a big ice fishing tent insulated, allowing us to camp on the ice is going to be a cool thing. So David Briggs, thank you so much. When we get some stuff going, we start talking about the YouTube money that we're spending. You super chat guys are definitely a huge part of that. So thank you so much. Misfit TV, hey man, how you doing? Just talking some really brief points, and then we're actually about to start talking about some of the big points. And one of the big points is actually really big. So So the first big thing I guess I really want to talk about in regards to the channel is for the next month. Really not trying to go more than that, maybe 2, but I don't think I'm going to try to go more than a month. We're going to be going to 1 upload a week. All right. Then this month, and hopefully when October starts, maybe a little bit into October, we're only going to be doing that one video a week. Reason being, work has been insanely busy. I've been working Sundays. I'm working Mondays again. I usually have 3-day weekends: Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And lately I've had 1-day weekends. So I just haven't been able to get out and fish. With Remy being so busy as well, he hasn't been able to get out and do any fishing. And it's just been really hard to get videos done, or really just to get out and enjoy ourselves. So for the next month, we're just going to be going 1 video a week. The other reason too, besides just being busy, I want to make sure that I'm providing you guys like some really fun quality videos, and I don't want to rush them. I want to start doing some other things, doing some different traveling. And if I can get out more, like Soren said, to the Front Range, or just start hitting some different lakes that are off the Grand Mesa, even though we still have a bunch to hit up there, then I'd like to start doing that. Really start going for more of the quality over quantity, even though I feel like the last couple of videos have been pretty good. I just want to switch it up a little bit more for you guys and hit some different bodies of water across the state. Maybe trying to hit the Gunnison River since that salmon run starting. Just start fishing different reservoirs and make my way to the Front Range. This summer has been very, very tough for travel. Any of you that have tried to get over here to the Western Slope probably know that. The Glenwood Canyon being closed for so long, and then on and off before that big closure, it's been a pain in the butt. And driving around and making like a 7-hour trip, because getting out of Aspen over Independence Pass has been crazy. I've been talking to people that have been traveling, and it's been nuts. I'm sure some of you guys have done a little bit of traveling too over this summer, and I'm sure there's some horror stories in here as well. So feel free to comment any of those. But that's kind of been a bummer for this summer, because I kind of rhymed, but I wanted to get out and do a lot more this summer. Last summer, obviously with COVID and everything happening, there wasn't a chance to really get out, and it was really frowned upon to do that anyway. And this summer, I mean, it's still kind of around, but that wasn't really the restriction. It was just the Glenwood Canyon to get out of my area was just hard to get through. So I'm really, really hoping and aiming for next summer to go hard on the channel and really get out and fish different water. I'm really going to make that a focal point, and really try to make that a focal point too during the ice fishing season. And also coming up too. Like, that's why I'm going to 1 video a week, just to start making some different quality videos for you guys. The next big thing I want to talk to you guys about, I'll get into that as soon as I catch up on the comments. Let's just catch up on the comments first, and the next big thing is a pretty big thing. Dude, let's go. Trying to get out and do some fishing this weekend. We'll be using some of your tips and tricks. Enjoy the content and keep it coming, man. Again, you get down to the Front Range Denver area, let me know. Most definitely, Andrew Bennett. I appreciate that. Always appreciate the kind words. And I can't say this enough. It definitely makes my day when I hear you guys say that the tips and tricks or any of the videos are helping, or that you're even just enjoying them. I obviously love fishing, and I try to do it as much as I can. And if I can just keep providing content for you guys that you enjoy, then that makes me happy. Lake Pleasant, Arizona is not too far away from where you live. Come down and stay at my place, and we'll go after some big stripers. I might have to take you up on that. You know, like I said, I'm trying to get into some different stuff, and I haven't been to Arizona in a long time. The only time I've been there, besides when I lived there when I was extremely, very, very young, like a toddler, I lived in Phoenix, I guess, for a year. I mean, I don't even remember. That's how young I was. But the only time I've ever drove through Arizona is just on my way to Vegas, just driving through that corner. So I'll definitely have to make my way down there and have to do some fishing. You think that's a good idea? I'd rather have quality than quantity. Do you think that I think that's a good idea? I'd rather have quality or quantity, or are you asking me if that's are you asking me a question? I just don't want to answer that wrong. Yeah, it took 7 hours to get home from Grand Mesa on Sunday, August 22nd. Yeah, that's rough. That is rough. I love fishing, but yeah, that's that 7-hour trip. We've had to cancel collaborations this summer. Some guys flew out from Northern California to do some fishing with me, and they weren't even able to get out to my area. DJ from the Bass Bullies, I was supposed to fish with him a few times, was not able to get out. He was supposed to come out here so I could show him some stuff out here, and he wasn't able to get out here. So that was a really big bummer too. We tried that twice. Didn't work out. I also wanted to get him into some grayling as well. But yeah, we've had to cancel collabs too. So it's been a rough summer as far as just getting around and getting to different bodies of water. But again, we aim to start getting to focusing more on that soon. The only 2.5 from Glenwood this past Monday back to Denver. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I mean, if you can get through the canyon, then yeah, it's not a bad trip. I've had my car broken into and most of my trout fishing stuff. I saw that, dude. That is so freaking rough. When I saw that post on the forum, I felt bad for that, man. That's so sucks. I mean, people are so shitty. I mean, I try to watch my language on the stream, but that's the only way I can say that. That's tough, man. And God, I wish I knew how to tie flies so I could maybe send you something, but you're not gonna want anything that I do. But if you need any help with anything, Aaron, honestly, just let me know. Send me a DM or something, dude. Let me know if I can help in any sort of way, or if you just want to get out and do some fishing. Just saying, not asking. Sorry, my typing sucks. Hey, no worries, Soren. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't trying to diss on you or anything. I just wanted to make sure I was answering that correctly. So that we're caught up on the comments. So probably the biggest thing that we're going to be talking about tonight, and something that a lot of you guys have noticed, is the absence of Sam. Okay, I've gotten comments over the last several videos, especially asking where Sam is, what's the situation with Sam, and all that stuff. And to answer that honestly and be transparent with you guys, me and Sam are, as you guys have probably assumed, no longer together. And that's not really a recent thing. Me and Sam actually decided to end our relationship back at the very end of 2020, right at the end of December. So I'll get into that too, but needless to say, she'll no longer be part of the channel. For the beginning of 2021, since you guys did see her in some of the videos, we tried to make it work to where she still wanted to see if she wanted to record. She wasn't enjoying it really at all. On top of her not really enjoying it, it was just kind of awkward that we both talked about. And it just kind of turned out to be just something that we both agreed on that she just didn't want to be a part of anymore. She just really wasn't enjoying it. And again, on top of her, just kind of thinking it was kind of weird now that we weren't together anymore. So we just respectfully decided to end that portion of things as far as us talking and doing stuff goes. So again, she will not be a part of the channel anymore. It's sad to say because she was obviously part of the creation of this channel. And you know, it's sad to say, but it is the reality of things. Me and her are no longer together. And the reason being is just, I guess I could summarize that without getting into detail, just being due to irreconcilable differences. We just were kind of trying to go different ways in our lifestyles. And they didn't really match. They didn't really mesh as far as what I want to do and as far as what she wants to do. And with that being said, we try to work on things over the course of the last year. And it wasn't the YouTube channel. It's not like I'm like, hey, I don't want to do anything besides this. It's just a lot of personal stuff in our personal lives. And we just respectfully decided to bow out of it. You know, we dated for a long time, and it's tough that it happened, but it is part of it. And I mean, it is what it is at this point. And that's really that's that for that portion of things. So yeah, I mean, hopefully you guys aren't too bummed out by that news. Hopefully you guys still enjoy the content. If you guys have any questions about any of that specifically, feel free to ask right now. If I feel comfortable answering it, I certainly will. If it's a little bit too personal, I probably won't. But if you want to take a shot and just ask me something, don't be afraid. I won't get offended. You know, I know a lot of you guys have been here with me for a really long time. Some of you guys that are in here actually have been with me since the inception of this channel. And that was when it was 4 of us. And right now, it's actually 3 of us. It's me, Remy, and I'll be talking about the next situation coming up with my life as well. Let me just get caught up on some of these comments. And then again, if you guys have any questions about things that I've talked about so far, please feel free to ask. She was the foraging portion, but Cheyenne seems to be a gamer. She even caught a snake. Yes, she's awesome. That's terrible. Sorry to hear about that odd opportunity. Yeah, I mean, Aaron's getting his stuff robbed. That is absurd. That makes me sick. I thought as much, but I didn't want to ask. Well, I appreciate that. I mean, I know that a lot of you guys don't want to ask a personal question, especially on a public comment, and I appreciate that. But, you know, I feel like it was kind of getting obvious, especially over the last few weeks. So yeah, I figured it's probably, I guess it's not the most shocking news for all of you guys that watch the channel regularly. I guess it kind of gets pretty obvious. Dude, the dynamic lures are literally my favorite lures of all time. I bought one because of you. That slayed brownies and ever since have never been disappointed. That's good to hear, man. That's really good to hear. Yeah, Cheyenne seems super cool. So yeah, that's the next thing. Yeah, Cheyenne is super cool. So again, me and Sam have not been dating since the end of 2020. And over the course of the last a little over 3 months, I met Cheyenne about a little over 3 months ago, and she is an awesome woman, and she likes to fish, and she is, as the Theta channel says, she is definitely a gamer. She is definitely a gamer, and it's been really fun fishing with her. She enjoys herself. I enjoy her company. We have a lot of fun out there. She's really she's been a lifelong fly fisherman. She's much better and much more of an accomplished fly fisherman than me. So she can teach me a few things with some stuff. I've been teaching her spinning fishing because she hasn't done much of that at all. Her father was a fly fisherman, and that's what that's what she grew up doing. So spinning fishing is kind of out of her realm, like fly fishing is kind of out of my realm. So we're kind of yin and yang with that. So hopefully we can create some really fun content for you guys to enjoy still. She was a little hesitant at first about, even doing this. And I think she'll be really happy to hear that all you guys think that she's really cool so far. And I really appreciate you guys saying that as well. Let me get a couple more comments. I know things seemed off. Glad you're okay though, bro. Yeah, that's the other thing too. Like, that's why there hasn't been any camping so far this summer. This is the first time probably in my entire life that I've gone a spring and a summer. This whole year, I haven't camped once. That's probably the first time in my life that I've done that in a year, like where I just haven't camped for any type of situation. So that's been really off. We are planning on getting at least one. We got to get at least one camping trip in before it gets too cold up there. So we're probably going to do that in between two lakes. There's a lake there for that grayling that you see us hit. I really truly believe there's a state record grayling in that lake that we fish. So I want to try to hit that. And then there's a new lake by it too that I've never fished. And I heard there's some good brook trout action in there. So I'm going to fish that as well. We'll probably camp in between and hit both, make an episode for each day. And bouncing back to what I talked about, one upload a week. If I can get out more and things slow down and I can afford to do stuff and do the right amount of basketball training as well, then I'm going to definitely try to do 2 uploads a week still. It's just that right now I don't see that happening too much, but if I can, I definitely will try to get 2 episodes out a week still, but expect for the next month not to. Let me get caught up on a few more comments. We'll talk about some more stuff. I appreciate that, Misfit TV. On my channel, I use them the most out of any lures. They're the best, man. Do you like Miss Parker as a teacher at the middle school? I mean, Prince Reviews, I don't know if I can really answer that because she's never been my teacher, and I don't have anything to do with like curriculums or managing teachers as far as what they're doing in classrooms or what they're teaching. But she's taught for a really long time, and I've heard a lot of good things about her. So I would bet that she's a good teacher. JW's Outdoors 71. Sorry so late. What did I miss? It depends on what time you got in here. I haven't been on the comments as much because I've been doing a little bit more talking as opposed to normal. But to summarize things, I rescued a hedgehog. Remy's not going to be here tonight. We'll most likely be moving to 1 upload a week. And Sam and I, as most people have concluded, that we're no longer dating and she won't be part of the channel. Love Dynamic 2, lost my brown on a snag, but they were hitting the Ghost Rainbow a lot. I've heard a lot of good things over the last week and a half about the Ghost Rainbow. It seems like that's been turning on a lot. I'm going to use it this weekend to see how that's been doing because it's a good pattern. It catches fish for me, but other patterns catch a lot more. But what people are saying for numbers wise, they've been getting more on the Ghost Rainbow than I have on my go-to pattern. So I might be trying that out as well. You do you, Tyler. The channel keeps improving and Cheyenne is great. Well, I really appreciate that, man. I really, really appreciate that. And I think she'd appreciate that too. She's a lot different than Sam as far as personality goes. And she'll probably just tell me like, well, I don't care. I just want to do me. And that's cool. I mean, but I think deep down, I think she'd appreciate that comment. So I appreciate that, David Briggs. I really appreciate that a lot. And thanks for saying that about the channel. I mean, I'm still trying to provide you guys good content, regardless if I have a new girlfriend and whatever, girlfriends, no girlfriend, I'm still going to fish and I'm still going to provide you guys content and still try to just provide as much entertainment and as much tips and tricks and technique that I can for you guys. So hope you guys have been enjoying too the TBH gummy cranefly larva stuff. I mean, that thing has been nuts. Spinning fishing with that weighted nymph. I actually just bought 10 more. I bought a couple more tungsten weighted nymphs. Want to try some more stuff out. I'm not giving up fly fishing, of course, but that's been really fun. So get the state record grayling. Aaron, it's in there, man. If you ever want to come out here, Aaron, me and you have been trying to coordinate fishing for like 2 years. So if you ever make it out to this way, let's try to do a double up video. I'll take you some of my rivers, and then we could do some grayling stuff too. Whenever you want to, maybe you could show me too, Aaron, like how to stillwater fish. Like I don't know how to like cast and tie a huge leader to get like deep down. I think I need to get like a slip bobber is what they're called or something. But yeah, I don't know. You're my go-to guy for fly fishing knowledge. So yeah, I'll have to pick your brain a little bit more. When you want to camp, I'm down. I've only been once this summer, and it was past weekend. Oh yeah, you're out here in Junction now, Misfit. I keep forgetting to hit you up, man. Again, that stuff's been crazy. But if we camp or not, we're definitely getting some fishing in this fall. And that's when things turn on around here super hard anyway. I gotta have you come up to my area, and I'll show you some spots on the river. It'll be great. Hey, bro, I wish you both the best and keep doing your thing. I'm an OG of the channel. I'm sticking around no matter what. Much love, bro. Hey, Eddie, man, I appreciate you a lot, bro. You have been here forever. And again, even to your channel, man, I love what you do. And honestly, like your beginning videos weren't bad at all. I loved watching them. But what you've done with your channel recently, dude, the production value, everything you've been doing, dude, it's been spectacular. I haven't been able to watch a lot of people's new stuff because I've been so busy, but you guys are killing it, dude. I love watching you guys' stuff. I love watching fishing. I love seeing how you guys are doing, especially if you guys are using some of the stuff that I've been doing and it actually is working for you. But yeah, guys, if you don't know about Texas Reel and Fishing, he's a great guy, obviously down in Texas, catches some huge bass, does some really cool stuff. So check his channel out. I would love to, man. Got even busier though. My wife just started nursing school full time, so I'm full-time dad duty, full-time work, part-time fisherman. Oh man, that does sound busy. A lot of people I know are kind of in that boat with the family and stuff, and I have yet to cross into that plane of life. So one of these days for sure, though, I do want to have kids and teach them how to fish and teach them how to play basketball and all that type of stuff. Hopefully I just have kids that like it. But yeah, you never know, right? You never know. But yeah, Aaron, if you do get any time to get out here, or if we have to wait till ice or whenever it is, just shoot me a message, man, and we'll get something coordinated. Sally Martin, same. How often do you do the mile? I'm assuming you mean 11 mile JW Outdoor 71. I've only fished it once. That was when I did that collab with Paul Sawyer and and Richie and them. I actually met a couple other guys out there too that weren't on the video itself. But I do plan on doing some revenge for some early ice at the mile. I'll have to hit some people up. I'll probably just announce it on my community tab or something on the YouTube channel, and just kind of go from there. But yeah, I mean, I love fishing with you guys, and especially now, since Remy's being so busy, and I don't want to like force Cheyenne to go fishing with me every weekend. I mean, she does like it, but I don't want to, burn her out or something like that. So I'll probably be hitting a lot more people up, a lot more than normal as far as the fishing goes. So, but yeah, sorry, that was kind of a convoluted answer to that question, JW. Only once. I go to school at the Rifle Middle School. Oh, okay. Cool, Prince Reviews. Well, didn't you used to go to Grand Valley? The Faded Channel, fishing and drinking every day. I just fish and drink, man. LOL. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Cheers to that. Cheers to everybody in here making the live stream. I appreciate all you. Love you guys. Just want to do a quick cheers to you guys for that. Hey, bro, what's up? I have an awesome stillwater fly fishing spot that I think would make up for a great video. Big dry flies. I'd love to meet up. Okay, Derek, shoot me a DM. Again, like I said, we'll probably be doing a lot more of that type of fishing with you guys, so hit me up. Yeah, dynamic lures. My wife and I started our mass collection because of this channel. We slay them all over Colorado, Newcastle, Glenwood, South Platte, all up and down the Arkansas. That's badass. Those last two especially, I need to get into some of that action as well. I'm going to try to get at least 2 more rivers fished before ice season starts. Even when winter starts, I'll probably still try to do some winter fishing. Cheyenne has never ice fished before, and I guess I shouldn't have showed her. Do any of you guys remember when I was catching those fatty perch? I caught my PB perch. I caught like 2 master anglers. It's me on the thumbnail holding them up like this with all my winter stuff on. But in that video, you can just hear the ice shifting under us in one of those pots. I forgot it's like the middle part of the video, and she saw that and she was just like, I don't know if I want to be out there for that. And you know, it's just, if you've never ice fished before and you hear those noises, you know, anybody that ice fishes in here the first time, you remember hearing those noises or hearing that ice move under you or feeling it, you know, it makes you pucker up a little bit. So I kind of told her about that. I'm very transparent about this stuff because the last thing I ever want to do is get somebody out there to go on a hike or get somebody ice fishing and not prepare them for what could happen and not prepare them for what they'll be experiencing. Like, yeah, ice fishing is great. You'll be fine. Just put this on. You'll be warm and blah, blah, blah. Just, you know, I like to be fully transparent. So then when they get out there, there's no surprises and then they can just focus on fully enjoying themselves. So, but yeah, I'll see you at the mile sometime then. Shifting ice is the best. Yep. Shifting ice is the best. It's a good way to just make you tense up real quick. So, but when that happened in that video, I can remember it happening like it was yesterday. I literally just like froze like a cat. Just like, oh man, it was crazy. Oh man, that would be fun taking her the first time. My wife was terrified the first time I took her, but now she loves it. Yeah, I mean, that's what I think. That's what I love about ice fishing. I think that's the one. I feel like if you want to get your significant other to fish, like ice fishing is just so much more relaxed. You don't have to worry about snagging up. You just get to sit there and chill. If you're the type that likes to drink beer, have snacks, I mean, you just get to do that. It's sweet. I love ice fishing too. I'm so glad that I got into it over the last 2 years, super heavy. I'm convinced I'm the only person who's used dynamic lures in Indiana and Michigan, but using them almost exclusively with flies and have killed it. There's probably one other person, Misfit TV, in Indiana that has used dynamic lures because he won a giveaway on my thing. It's this guy named Mike McCoy. He's a big time smallmouth bass fisherman in creeks down over there in Indiana. And he won one of my giveaways and he got some of that stuff. So he probably has used it, but you probably have used it to most success. He's more of a, you know, finesse type fisherman. So, oh my goodness. So the next thing, I guess, since we're caught up on the comments, obviously since Sam is no longer part of the channel, as much as I do have some foraging knowledge, Remy has some foraging knowledge as well. We like fishing more. I mean, let's just be frank. We like fishing more. And when we get out and start camping or doing stuff, I typically am going to want to fish more than go pick dandelion greens or go after mushrooms. And nothing against that type of stuff. You know, it's cool and all, but we just like fishing. So we're going to be changing the Colorado Fishing and Foraging to the Colorado Fishing Fanatics. I took off the foraging stuff already. And yeah, we're just going to be solely focusing on fishing and really trying to make that a thing. So any of you guys that are here that are, hopefully no one's here just for the foraging because we haven't done a foraging video in over a year, but don't expect any more foraging from this point. We might have some in camping, but don't expect us to make any feature videos on it. You know, there are some things that are really good with camping. Like if you have brats, okay, and a really great topping for that is just a quick sauteed dandelion greens. Not only is that extremely healthy for you, but that bitter taste is like a great contrast to brats. I love it. It's great with fish too. There's a lot of good foraging stuff you can do, but at most we'll probably be doing a catch and cook, let's say with some brook trout while we're camping or grayling or whatever it is. And we'll probably be like, hey, we're eating this with some of these dandelion greens, and that'll probably be that. So that's what's probably going to be happening with the foraging part of the channel. But yeah, we'll be updating everything to Colorado Fishing Fanatics is for any of our social media or any of our stuff that says foraging. I will be taking a week off the first week of October. I will kind of get that a little bit more organized in the next week. Hopefully I'll make an announcement and hopefully I can do some fishing with some of you guys during that week. I plan on focusing just on fishing because work has just been hell and I just need to take a break. And I want to get some fishing done then and really start focusing on getting back to 2 uploads a week as well. So during that time, we'll be doing a lot of fishing and I'll be updating the channel art. I'll be updating all the playlists on the channel, just trying to give the channel a lot more of a cleaner look. And I will also be making sure all of our social media and stuff just reflects the current roster of the Team C.O.F.F. Hey, by the way, have you ever thought about going and catching some big cats, blues channels, and flatheads, maybe even wipers? Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about us. We primarily fish for trout and bass, as you guys have probably seen, but we love fishing for everything. I mean, we have bluegill on the channel, we have perch on the channel, we have crappie on the channel, we have several types of catfish on the channel, we have carp on the channel, smallmouth, largemouth, all the trout species you can think of in the state besides probably golden and palomino. I mean, we just love fishing. I love fishing. I love fishing in all of its forms. The only type of fishing that I just don't do and refuse to do, and I will still probably do a video on it anyways, is I just don't like bobber fishing, like sitting there throwing your bobber out with like some power bait on that and just sitting there like that. That's like the worst thing in the world to me. We do those bottom fishing tournaments, but there's a team of us and we're having fun and there's so much action. We're catching different types of fish like carp and catfish. It's a lot more fun to us. If we're doing the bobber thing, I mean, we're typically for like trout or something, yeah, or panfish, not my thing. But every other type of fishing we enjoy. So, I mean, if you got some suggestions, then let me know. I know I've talked to you before about the big smallmouth in the metro area, but I know some great places in Kansas too. It's where I grew up. Hey, we're down for out-of-state stuff too. If it wasn't for a bunch of craziness happening this summer, I was going to go up to Minnesota and fish with my uncles and fish Lake Mille Lacs and fish Lake of the Woods up there and hit some of those really famous lakes. And that my uncles are outstanding fishermen. I mean, a lot of the older people in my family that I learned from are outstanding fishermen. So, so I really want to get that done. And if we're doing out-of-state stuff, I am 100% down with it. But we'll just have to coordinate that a little bit more. That won't be one of those things where it's like, yeah, next weekend, let's go. I definitely got to plan some of that stuff out because I mean, it's not just work and it's not just coordination. I do a lot of basketball training. I train the guys varsity. I train the girls varsity. And I really want to get after that hard. We got some really great committed kids and we got some really great potential for the seasons coming up. And I'm not joking you from a non-biased standpoint. On my side of things for the girls, we have an outstanding chance of winning state, if not twice. In the next few years. So I really want to focus on that as well. So those are the things that I have to kind of coordinate around and I don't want to skimp on. Hopefully that's understandable for you guys. One of my passions other than fishing is that I found out in the last several years, in the last 7 years since working in the school district, is I love helping kids. I love training basketball, especially in regards to that. So that's not something that I skimp on. I say something to these kids, I'm going to be there. I make it a focal point that I'm going to be there early. Do you hunt? Greg Roden and I went dove hunting on Wednesday. Oh, badass. For opening day. Just released that video with my new Benelli. Oh, cool, dude. No, I do hunt. I haven't hunted in a while. But when it comes to hunting, that's the type of thing like I like to hunt for is fowl for sure. My big thing that I used to love to hunt for was pheasants. We used to take trips out to South Dakota and Nebraska to hunt for pheasants. And that's like my jam. I love pheasant hunting. Lining up in a line in a field going with hunting dogs and everyone gets and you don't have to be quiet and you're just blasting things. It's like a real life duck hunt. I love that stuff. But I haven't hunted in a long time. I can see myself getting back into that though, maybe in a year or two, but we'll see. The only way I can do bobber fish is with a copious amount of beer present. Yeah, basically that'd probably be the only way for me to do it too. Guggen man, hey, sorry to hear about, thank you first off for that $20 super chat, bro. That's insane. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. Again, guys, if you want to do super chats and help donate to the cause of Team Co.F.F., help me get out some more and help me, get some better equipment for cooler videos. And yeah, man, feel free to donate. Anybody, feel free to donate. But again, don't feel obligated. Hey, Tyler, sorry to hear about that. Wish you and Sam the best. Glad you're still rocking with the channel. Appreciate the content you put out lately. Love the new edition of Cheyenne. That's awesome, man. We'll always support Team Co.F.F. I really appreciate that, guys. You guys could be doing so many other things and you guys choose to watch my channel. And I really do appreciate that. And I appreciate the well wishes in regards to my personal life. Me and Sam did date for a while and it was tough at first. I'm not going to sit here and lie and act like I'm callous, like, whatever, I don't care. It was tough. It was hard. And we started this channel together. We were the co-founders of this stuff. And it was a difficult conversation to talk about, for her to not wanting to do it anymore, but it's just for the best. And yeah, that's the way it is. But I really do appreciate the well wishes, Guggen man, and the $20, the sympathy card, $20. And I appreciate the support from you and everybody. Thank you so much for the well wishes. Anybody that's commented that tonight, I do appreciate it. Yeah, yeah, no bobber stuff for me either, man. Yeah, bobber fishing's tough. That's for the kids when you're teaching them to get into it. So, but I mean, yeah, that's what that is. Priorities, yeah. I used to love grouse hunting during elk season in the middle of the day when the elk were bedded down. Yeah, see, I have a lot of big game hunters in my family. I just didn't really enjoy that much. But then again, when my dad was trying to get me into big game hunting, I was a teenager and I was one of those like typical teenagers that didn't like to get up early. Like, oh, 10:30, that's crazy. 10:30 in the morning, that's way too early. Like that, I was one of those kids. So if I tried doing big game hunting now, now that I'm an adult and I don't mind getting up early and I'm used to getting up early for work, I think I'd enjoy it a lot more. I mean, I get up at like 3 in the morning to go fishing. If I was going to go get like a year's worth of meat, I'm pretty sure I'd be down for that too. For sure, man. When the chance arises, a trip to Kansas would be great. This trout stuff is something I'm trying to figure out and get used to, but back there in my element, I'm in my element. Yeah, for sure, man. I know, I feel you on that because, you know, I first learned how to fish in Minnesota, and some of the people in here know this because I've talked about it before. But when I first moved out here, dude, I was using like, I'm in the rivers with like 25-pound test with like a 3-inch square bill. You know, I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And I've ran into people too like that too, that are, you know, out there throwing like 60-pound braid. It's like, well, I mean, there's a lot of structure out there. I don't want to break off. And then they got like a 7.5-inch creature bait on there. I've literally seen it. So, I mean, it's tough. I was actually telling Cheyenne about that. She's a great fisherman. The only time she hasn't caught fish with me is when we've been in those tough situations where you needed to be in a belly boat to really get down deep in the water. That's the only time she hasn't gotten fish. Otherwise, if she had a belly boat and she just bought one, she would have slayed it. She would have absolutely slayed it. But I was telling her, like, you know, not everybody's is good at fishing. And when I say good at fishing, like can catch fish. And then she started talking to her friends that do outdoor stuff too. And hold on, I gotta open this window. It's hot here. Look, I'm getting all shiny. Oh, this porch door here, getting all super shiny in here from all this heat. Okay, cool. But yeah, I was like, she starts talking to her friends, and she's just like, yeah, I was talking to one of my good friends at camps like every weekend, and her husband have not caught a fish in over a year. I'm just like, yeah, that's crazy. Like some people just don't. I honestly think like it's a lot of people. It's their setups. Like when that last video we put out where we're fishing that new lake on the Mesa, that line that I bit off, it whatchamacallit, it was so freaking heavy. Like I couldn't bite through it. It had to have been at least like 12-pound test, and it was just a big leader. So I mean, trout will bite that, but I mean, I don't think a lot of people realize that like 4 to 6 pound, even under 4, like 2-pound test is really what you want to go with when it comes to trout. And I think they think rocks, and I think they think wood, especially in rivers. And it's just like, oh, well, if it bumps that, it's going to break, and it really won't. I mean, it can, but a lot of people I don't think really understand that. Hold on. Well, guys, just to let you know, Cheyenne is here. She's just in the kitchen. She didn't really want to be on here, but her dog is over here, Jet. Cheyenne was also a dog trainer for 10 years. And she is extremely, she has this dog back here, Jet. Meeting? Look. Jet. Hey, come here. Oh, Jesus Christ. Jet, come here. Oh, God. Hey, come look at the camera. Hey, look at the camera. Yeah, hey. See? Look at him. Oh. Ah. Oh. God, you sent me the nuts. All right, get out of here. God. Oh. Ow. Oh. Hey. Sorry, guys. All right, buddy. You made your appearance. All right, sorry about that, guys. Oh God, that thing just stomped on my. Jeez. I stopped on the family jewels there for a second. That hurt. All right, where am I on these comments? But yeah, that's Jet. He's a really, really good dog. Cheyenne was actually yelling at him. You probably couldn't hear her, but she was yelling like, "Oh!" I don't think she realized. I don't think she realized that he was supposed to be in here. I let him in, but but yeah, he's actually a really good dog. And I was like over 30 commands. It can open doors. That dog can open doors. It's insane. It can open gates. It puts. Cheyenne will say, "Put away toys." It'll literally go and pick up all of its toys and put it in its toy box. It's the craziest thing. I've had hunting dogs in my life, my entire life. So, you know, I'm used to this wild dogs going crazy, not dogs that are calm. Like can't, I mean, that wasn't very calm, I guess, but usually pretty calm. But yeah. All right. I'm a little bit, I've gained my composure a little bit more here. Let me get caught up on these comments. For me, I really only have time in my life for one hobby. I chose fishing over hunting and other things. Definitely don't regret it. Keeps me healthy. Yeah, I mean, you gotta choose sometimes. You definitely gotta choose, right? I mean, I give myself such a full plate with the fishing and the YouTube channel and the training and work, and I definitely feel you on that. I used to play Magic the Gathering and travel around the nation in big tournaments, and I had to give that up for this. So, but I'd rather be outside fishing than inside for like 12 hours a day grinding theory and grinding sequencing with Magic the Gathering. So the Faded channel, talking opportunity, good. Yeah, you guys definitely hit it up with each other for sure in here. I want to have some fun. I'm good at fishing, but just not good at catching. That's why I bring beer at least and catch a buzz. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. When we did the vertical jigging and Remy got skunked, he's just like, yeah, well, I'm going to go catch a buzz instead. So feel you on that. But if you're having trouble fishing and you ever need any tips or anything, feel free to message me on the videos. Comment on any of the videos about anything you're doing. I love helping people out. Okay, I'm not just doing the YouTube channel. Be like, hey, look at me. You know, I want to help you guys out. So if you ever have questions about anything that I've got going on in the videos, definitely just comment. Okay, comment on the videos what we're doing. What's up? Yeah, I'm fine. I let Jet in.
I thought he broke in the door.
No, he didn't break through the door. I let him in and tried to show him, and then he stomped on my nuts. Yeah, on live stream.
Good job.
Good stuff. Yeah.
I mean,
all right.
That's what you get.
Yeah, that's what I get. That was Cheyenne. Beautiful puppy. That sure sucks. What the is happening? Well, I was showing people Jet, the black German Shepherd, and I let him up here, and then Cheyenne yelled at him, and he tried to jump off me, and he tagged me right in the good spot. So that hurt. Hot nerd, Magic the Gathering. I'm a dungeon master for D&D. Hey, dude. Hey, I'm an IT guy, man. Everybody that asks to like, oh, you play basketball too? That's kind of weird. I'm like, yeah, I consider myself to be a jock nerd, is what I call it. You know, I love sports. I love being outdoors. I love being active, but at the same time, I am a nerd. You know, I love computers. I love D&D when I had the time to play it. I don't anymore, unfortunately. Magic the Gathering. I've never been a dungeon master, but you know, you dungeon masters can make it fun. So, God, I haven't had a board game night in a while. I used to do that stuff too. I just love nerding out. So guys, we've been going for about almost 50 minutes. Any questions for me? All right, any questions for me? We can just turn this into a general hangout for the next little bit, and we can just kind of go from there. But again, thank you guys. Before we get into that, thanks for being here. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for doing what you guys do and doing the videos. If you're in here and you haven't hit the like button yet, make sure you guys hit that like button. And any videos from this point forward, hit those buttons and feel free to comment. Just say, you know, anything. You can just say hi. All right. Leave me a comment in these videos. It helps out a lot. So I didn't start catching fish. Dude, I'm in the CTO. I got to go one up. Dude, I'm in the CTO of a large computer company. I'm a nerd. Hey, that's awesome. It's funny that how many people are in IT that fish. It's kind of cool. A lot of us, I feel, I know a handful of us in here are IT personnel. So nerds unite. I think I mentioned this before in a different live stream. We need to get an IT collaboration out on the water sometime. It'll be fun. Nice. I'm also a cloud database engineer. Oh man, Aaron, they could probably use you at Cheyenne's work. Their cloud system sucks. They do not have that set up right. I can tell you that much. What's your favorite beer? What's your favorite sandwich? Okay, my favorite beer depends on the situation. I'm a big stout and porter guy, as I'm sitting here drinking a Budweiser. But when it comes to just chilling or just trying to be refreshed, I like just a light beer. When I did that fishing collab with DJ from the Bass Boys, I mean, I haven't had a red and white in so freaking long. I've probably been over a decade. And that beer, while we were out ice fishing, I was hesitant at first because I was just like, dude, that sounds terrible. It's cold and I don't want a cold beer. But God, it was so good. So ever since then, I've just kind of been drinking red and whites again on and off. Favorite sandwich? God, that's a tough one. Probably a club. I like a good club sandwich. Not a very exciting answer, but yeah, I mean, those are my answers. Can you guys do some lake trout this ice season? Derek, 100%. We will do lake trout this ice season. We've been meaning to get over to Lake County and do some vertical jigging for them. We were planning on doing that the week that we did the vertical jigging for cutthroat. It's just that the road where we're going to go up got jacked up because of the water, because of the rainfall, so we had to cancel it. But we're actually planning on getting at least one lake trout video done before ice season starts, and then for ice season, I'm hoping to get at least 2 done. One in Lake County and one in a different area. Hey boss, we should meet up and fish. Joe Marquez. Send me a DM sometime, man, or comment on that video. Do you want to fish with us? It was released earlier this spring. I have a big list of that, and like I said before earlier, I'm going to be trying to make that more of a focal point. Left hand milk stout is my favorite. Ooh, I don't think I've had that. I'm gonna have to try that out, Aaron. I love a good stout. You hate Philadelphia. Boston's a better city. Well, I definitely don't hate Philadelphia. And I don't know if I'd say Boston's a better city. I've never been to either, so I can't really say in regards to either one of those. Do you know if Blue Mesa is still low? It might actually be prime fishing if it is. Probably a far drive, but that area is absolutely worth the journey. We're planning on going to that area for ice fishing for sure. That's where we're actually planning on doing our camping. And we got to go to that area anyways for this salmon run. Oh, it got blurry again. Whatever. Come on. All right, whatever. Do you know if Blue Mesa is still low? Yeah. So I heard I mean, before they started draining it to get some water to Powell, I mean, it was insanely low. We made a phone call, and the people there at the lake said the fishing has been atrociously bad. But I guess also it's been really hard to get to the water from the bank because it got so low, you know, it turns like that quicksand mud all around it. But I'm betting that the ice fishing this year on that is going to be nuts. I bet it's going to be nuts. My boss did diving stuff there, and I think he said like its deepest point when it's full, it's like 600 feet. So, or like 500 feet or something like that. I also know a guy that did there with his depth finder and dropped like his sea rod down there and couldn't even hit the bottom. So there's going to be, it's going to be insane this ice fishing season. I plan on doing some time there for sure. You don't have to answer, but are you of Hmong heritage since you're from Minnesota? Just asking because I'm from here. No, I'm not. I know there's a lot of Hmong up there, but I'm actually Korean. I was born in Seoul, South Korea, and I was adopted at a very young age. So, but I had multiple Hmong friends up there, and there's actually a pretty strong population of Koreans up there too, believe it or not. There's like Koreatown in Minneapolis. So, yeah, one of my best friends from up there is Korean as well. His same situation, was from an orphanage in Seoul, South Korea. But yeah, that's my heritage, 100% Korean. I just am outside so much, so I look a little darker. Have you ever fished any of the Cottonwoods up on the Mesa? Yes. The video I have where I think it's like I made a stupid mistake or extremely stupid mistake. And I have like a picture of me like doing that or something. I fished up there, had a great time with my buddy Coach Tanner, and I lost a fish. Like I set the hook and it came off, and I thought it was a tiger because it like hopped, and I was like, oh! And as I did that, my GoPro that was on my head fell off into the water, and I lost it, and I was like in the middle of the lake. So I forgot which one that was, but there's probably a GoPro somewhere sitting on the bottom of the lake up there. Somebody bring a magnet and go magnet fishing. But I've only fished one of those Cottonwoods. I plan on at least fishing maybe 1 or 2 more, hopefully before they close the road up there, but we'll see. My parents lived in Montrose for a while. I used to love fishing up there when I visited them. That was before CPW took actions against the lake trout population, though. Yeah, I've heard of like so many mixed reviews about CPW, what they've been doing in that area. I don't have like any background knowledge on there, but that does suck that they went to war with them, and they are at war with like all the pike out here too. So I mean, it's kind of a bummer. I just don't like the reasoning of native fish, and then they start talking about rainbow trout, because as most of you guys probably know in here, rainbow trout and like brown trout are certainly not native to Colorado, but whatever. Cool, I will go dive for it. I need one hell. It's definitely there. Also, if you guys know that Grayling Lake that I fish, I'll give you guys another hint for some buried treasure in the water. That Grayling Lake that I fish, I'm not going to tell you the lake name, but if you know where it is, bring a magnet there too. You will get yourself, if you can find it, a free 6-gill lichen 7-foot medium rod. When I was up there, Sam, the last Grayling, not the last Grayling, but I think it's the one that says, "What does Grayling taste like?" We had this weird situation, and I was trying to measure it, and the rod was sitting here, and then Sam bumped me, and it fell into the water and disappeared into the depths. and it's not a very deep lake. So if you know that lake, bring a magnet, get yourself a free $230 fishing rod. Cool. So there you go, Aaron. Go up to the Mesa and bring yourself a magnet, get yourself some gear, get all set up. Hey man, what's up? Sorry I couldn't make it for a while. Time golf and baseball has been crazy. Hey, no worries, Josh. I know you go hard on the baseball thing. I'll be watching you on Max Preps this year. Hopefully you kick some butt. But yeah, just to summarize, I mean, we'll be going to 1 upload a week for the next month. Me and Sam are no longer together. Remy's not here tonight. I adopted a hedgehog. Boom, that's the summary. Native brown trout, ... When someone tells you that in the U.S., they just don't know where brown trout actually come from. I know. That's why Remy used to say in some of the older videos, German brown, to let people know about that. But, you know, some people just don't understand where real fish come, like a lot of fish come from. I mean, fish that are native here are what, like pike minnow, green sunfish, channel catfish, and a couple others, but I'm not sure. And a lot of those endangered ones that are here now. But yeah, brown trout are certainly not native. But hey, you guys, it's been 55 minutes, almost an hour. I would love to fish for native browns, though. That would be sweet. I'd like to go fish for some stuff out in Europe or New Zealand or something like that, get in some real big ones. But hey, guys, it's almost been an hour. I appreciate you guys, again, so much for being here. Thank you so much. Next week, we'll hopefully have some bangers coming out for you guys, but it'll probably just be one. Really going to be focusing on some good content. Thank you again for the support in my personal life. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you guys for always watching the videos and hitting that like button. Yeah, make sure you guys are just liking, and if you have people that you think would enjoy the channel, share that to them, make them subscribe. And if you guys would, comment on every video. Comment on every video, even if it's just hi, even if it's just hello, even if it's just, I'll even try to remind you guys. I'll say, like, you know, comment. I'll just start saying random things to comment. Just kind of make it a little bit different and a little bit more fun. But yeah, you guys, again, thank you. Again, I can't say it enough. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are the best. And we'll probably have another live stream probably sometime at the end of October, but we'll see. I don't want to do like 3 videos in a month and then do my 4th one be a live stream. So we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, I'll keep tabs on everything. Make sure you guys are hitting that notification bell so you don't miss anything. I have stuff in the community tab and on our social medias as well at Team C.O.F.F 19. All right, everybody, have a good night. Enjoy your time out there on the water. And until next time, guys, Team C.O.F.F signing out.